Hey, what's up YouTube? TheCrazyBanana here, and today we're starting off the chatting and chilling with the Crazy Banana podcast. Anyway, let's get started. So today I'm talking about the ABC show Once Upon a Time. So basically it's a fantasy drama adventure show that aired in 2011 to 2018, which is based around breaking curses with true love sort of thing. Well, not based around it, but you know. The plot is Emma and Swan, Snow White's daughter, would return on her 28th birthday to break the curse on everyone else that was trapped in Storybrooke, and would help them remember who they are, because in Storybrooke they don't remember their fairy tale counterparts. Like Snow White in Storybrooke was known as Mary Blanchard, and then Prince Charming was David, and then so on. The Evil Queen was Regina, so on. But Henry Mills was the same. Emma Swan stayed the same because she was outside Storybrooke at the time. And maybe it didn't affect her because she was a baby when she went through the wardrobe when the curse happened originally. Because it came just after Snow White gave birth to her, so that's probably the case. While it lasted for the 7-season run, it was still a great show. I could watch it for ages in a row. I love it too much. So, yeah, and plus a lot of characters are very complex. Like Rumpelstiltskin, it's very complex. So is Hook. So many characters are complex. I don't know how, but once you get to know once other characters get to know them, they start to slowly kind of open up. Like, you've known Rumpel for the start, then Killian Jones, aka Hook, you meet in season 3, but once Emma gets to know him, he slowly opens up and acts more kinder and nicer towards her, and the rest is history with him. He gets the happy ending he wanted, and everyone gets their happy ending. Spoilers if you don't click off, you don't want any spoilers about happy endings and that. And hope is a strong message in this show, especially with the curses in that, and so is true love in that as well. I hope you're gonna enjoy this podcast, as well as a feature video I've got planned, as well as Bed Wars 4. I've got Bed Wars episode 4 recorded, just need to release it soon. I'm hanging to release it. I'm just waiting for every other I'm just waiting for every other series I've already recorded, episode 2, 3, whatever, 4, and released. I'm just waiting for them to have an even amount. I'm just waiting for them all to have a third episode, and then I can release Bed Wars 4. So hopefully I can release it soon enough. Well, as soon as I can. Basically, it's fantasy, and Emma gets self-discovery in between as well. We do have a mix of Disney characters in there. Like, we have Ariel from The Little Mermaid, Brooke, as I mentioned, from Peter Pan. We've got Pan as well. Anna, Elsa, Kristoff, and I think Sven and Olaf's in there as well, from Frozen season 4. Snow White, obviously, from the self-titled film. And then we have Aurora from Sleeping Beauty. Prince Philip's also in there. So is Mulan. so many Disney characters. But there's tons of originals as well. But the opening's really kind of tragic and sweet to the first episode, because you would think something bad happens, but then Prince Charming saves her. Because basically Snow's in that the glass coffin from the original film, but then he goes up to kiss her and say goodbye, like the dwarves were in the scene. Then he kisses her to say goodbye, and then the curse was broken. He saved her. Such a sweet moment. One of my favourite scenes from that episode. Season 1, Episode 1, which is called Pilot, since some shows have episodes called Pilot for the first episode of the first season. For those who don't know. So it's a very interesting, complex sort of show. Other classic sort of characters we have are Red, aka Red Riding Hood, in there. So, tons of characters you can think of there. And some are very different to each other. Like Elsa, of course, with her magic. And then you have Mulan with her ability with swords. Very different. But then they're good with it. So, yeah. It's a very interesting way to look at a show. Well, interesting show in general. What's your opinion on the show? I personally love it. I'd watch it as many times in a row as I could. I love it.